How's it going, YouTube? It's your resident Mistweaver monk, LB Ninja 7. Welcome back to the channel. Today, as you can probably tell already, we've got kind of a spicy one. So this is going to be a key that I ran from the viewpoint of JPC. Now, if you don't know JPC, I don't know how you don't know his name. He has been part of a lot of the world first, like Mythic Plus pushes and stuff. He just has a lot of accomplishments inside the game. But I was just, on my lunch break at work, and I was going to pug my plus 21 Mist of Tierna Scythe just earlier today. And lo and behold, I saw someone queue up with a plus 29, and I saw that their name was JP Carve, and I was like, wait, JPC? And yeah, I checked his stream, it's him. And here is his highlight from his point of view. So you're going to hear him talking, him clicking. I just figured instead of uploading from my point of view, this will be a fun way to just see if he, critiques anything that I do or anything. So hopefully you enjoy it. If you do, let me know. This is kind of an odd style, but I'm going to go ahead and hit play. I'll turn him down a bit. Try to get
I actually don't know
the audio even. So that's him talking. This is his VOD from his stream. I will link his stream down below. Also...
Oh, yeah. Oh, we are doing this.
I guess he thought we were going to pull that. So I am healing this key, and as you see, he is tracking a lot of our cooldowns. He has our Touch of Death in the top left, but then he has our ROP, our leg sweep, but he does not have our para, which is weird. Okay, that's smart. He just turtle shot. Dude, this guy's insane.
Wait, I'm still Fey.
He's Night Fey. Okay. So you can make a very strong argument that he is probably...
Actually, this was the worst opener of all time right here.
The best player in the world, talking about his worst opener, 45k. But let's talk about my healing. So I did okay. I did not use any of my CC, so that pool is kind of easy. But I remember I did use Fallen Order and Chi-Ji this pool. So I did go heavy on the cooldowns. So far, our health stayed very topped up. Was a very
Who am I still in combat with?
easy pool. I was also in combat. I was kind of worried, but I don't know what happened there. Ooh, his stealth almost got broken. I really want to see if this is my first reaction, first time watching this VOD, hearing what he has to say. So I really want to see if he has anything to say about my healing, honestly. But also, it's just a fun way to have my key up on the stream. I am healing. So you are watching from a Survival Hunter's POV, but so you don't really get to see my rotation or anything, but I guess you could watch the health, how it bounces up. This pull, I tried not to use any cooldowns, I remember that. But here to Kite, I noticed our tank... Oh, I went ahead and pulled him because I was like, why are we waiting to pull him? That's our tank kind of running off toward blue.
What was that black
that's our
shadow
hunter.
that passed behind you? Yo, how come this is a big bit on Twitch? I never understood it ever. So many people are like, yo, that guy behind you is like really creepy looking, or yo,
it's just talking
watch
about
out,
his stream.
there's a dude right there.
I'll go ahead and mute while he talks about that. Sorry, JPC, if
that guy
you see that. It's not that I'm not interested, it's just that, I'm trying to not completely steal his content because, I mean, I was also recording this, but when I noticed that he was recording it, I was like, oh, that'd be such a cool way to post a VOD, is instead of from my POV, pros. Like, how often do you get this opportunity? And I hope JPC is fine with this. I will try and ask him in a stream, but he is kind of hard to find with my schedule. This little add-on that he has above his screen is very cool. It shows his rotation and the last button he pressed. I would love to get one of those. So far, no comments on me, which honestly I can't complain. That means I'm doing nothing wrong. Doesn't mean that I've made any insane plays, but I really remember a couple of really good plays that I made this key. Hopefully he notices those. Shout out to our 4-piece tier set right there on the screen. Okay, so another thing about this group is, I threw up the queue. It's 21 mists, and I had a 3-man stack queue. And that being the 2 DPS that aren't JPC and the tank. But the tank is primarily a Mistweaver monk. So Samo Hung, if you're watching this, shout out. I noticed that you strictly play a Mistweaver, and I was kind of nervous to have you tank. And I did notice a couple of mistakes, but hey, there's nothing wrong with that. In a plus 21, playing off spec, you're allowed to make a few mistakes. But here I am, we're all full health, so I am just really trying to pump the damage, but I'm trying to really funnel into the big tree. I'm not trying to focus at all, because I don't want to die quick. And I noticed that JPC was doing the same, so. His UI is very weird. I guess he just knows when his abilities are off cooldown, but I've noticed that about a lot of the legacy players, like the classic players.
Oh, the healer's getting bolted.
The healer's getting bolted.
Bolted.
I was getting bolted. Okay, I hit a very clutch life cocoon on him there. But yeah, I was getting bolted. We were getting smacked around. Let's go back just a couple seconds. We were in a very tight spot. The tank should have taunted so that the boss moved quicker and moved him out of these swirls. But he was stuck there. I'll let him talk. It's a very tight corridor, and I'm a melee healer. It's kind of rough. I couldn't really get to the boss to heal people effectively, I guess. Luckily, I was.
Oh, the healer's getting bolted.
Oh, okay, so I wasn't even taking damage. I wasn't even taking damage there. So yeah, I don't know what he means there, but yeah, I feel like I remember this happening, and I was like, God, I feel like I played that very well. So this fight, especially towards the end, you'll see it did get very sticky. We kind of had more situations like that where the melee range was kind of covered by the swirls. So it got a little weird for me to try to get in range and heal. But if you'll notice, I'm just the monk that's sitting.
Chester.
Sorry about that, y'all. As y'all notice, yeah, he's yelling at them to kick the thing, get them out of the blue swirl. I mean, he's trying to navigate through the blue, but he's insanely mechanically gifted, so he is having no trouble at all. This boss lags on. It's a tyrannical key, plus 21, so as you know, this boss just takes forever. We had 3 whole
we don't have enough damage. Pretty sure.
Sorry about that. I think someone's driving by. But yeah, we had 3 phases of this, which is pretty annoying, but it's kind of what you'd expect from Tyrannical. I feel like with 3 super solid DPS, which our DPS is very good. I mean, averaging 20k is not bad. They seem pretty
intent on going, so I guess let's just believe.
Yeah, he's saying, at this point I was like, wait, is everyone attacking Ingra? And yeah, we were just hitting Ingra. I'll turn him up a bit.
Kick really late here.
Yeah,
big maybe bomb and another bomb.
He didn't really.
Would have killed though. What was our? We for sure would have killed if I had just hit the guy.
Yeah, he's saying he wasn't on.
Dead here.
He wasn't on the big boss.
Big quad angle.
At first. Yeah, you notice he kind of put me in a rough spot there with those earthquakes. Watch the health bars, dude. I am trying to pump as hard as I can. Let's go back a little bit.
Yeah, we actually would have killed though.
So yeah, this is where it gets rough. Watch me. I'm that monk at the bottom. I'm out away. I just got feared away. He died. I'm out of range of the other one. Can't save him. He's dying in a swirly. But I was able to save myself and the hunter. And I think I clicked revival. Yeah, very clutch heals at the very end that I had to, kind of focus. But I don't know. I feel like the positioning was pretty bad. And the rest of that fight kind of indicates that, yeah, when things are going right, it goes right. Notice right here, he's still not revived. I remember the quaking interrupted my revive, which is embarrassing.
Okay, the thing is, I should practice pulling this guy through the wall. I just don't want to fuck it up.
No, I definitely was hoping he would pull that through the wall.
Over there. Hell no.
I don't care if these guys can't get kicked, and if the other pack can't get kicked.
I don't even know how you would do that.
I don't think it's an issue personally, but he's saying it is.
This is a dungeon that's pretty scuffed on Inspiring. Also.
I will admit, yes, there's a lot of heals that you can't kick through Inspiring, but if he would have pulled through the wall, he could trap the Inspiring. And I had Fallen Order, I had Chi up, I was ready to just pump through a big pool, but we just slogged through this small pool. As you see, he is just blasting on 2 ads, 12.5k. It's not bad at all for Survival Hunter.
Okay.
Notice me. I am hugging that. That's me at the bottom. What I do is I like to solve the puzzle while they do the pool. Our DPS is probably on like a pool like this. It's probably like 5k DPS. So we're not missing out on too much DPS by us solving it, but like say if the warrior were to solve it. I did not revival here.
Is there a target purge?
But if
something that I could use,
if the warrior were able to, or if the warrior were the one going around solving, we would miss out on 22k DPS. So it's just more, as long as the healing gets done, it's just more viable for us to solve it, and it's a time save in the end. Solving it during the pool and missing out on 2.5k DPS is much better than solving it after the pool. See there, I already knew it was right. I put a marker there because I believe the first one was like ring flower, and that one was filled leaf, which is the exact opposite of that. So I knew that was right.
That ain't the red one.
But here, let's see. I'm doing as much damage as I can, but as you see, we actually are taking quite a bit of damage this pool, which is kind of unfortunate. I like to, these 4 packs are...
How many procs can I not get?
Are big pumper pools for me, I think, because our spinning crane kick does not fall off at 4. We just get like near maximum value out of clicking it.
Truly crazy.
So see, it's just nice to be able to run through, not have to waste any of our DPS's or tank's time pulling or solving this puzzle. See, I'm running around collecting that information. And how I do this puzzle is I like to think, like when I check the first one, I'll be like ring leaf, ring leaf, ring leaf, ring leaf. And then by the time I've gone around all of them, I'll be like ring leaf, filled flower. I'll just like repeat it in my head while I solve it in order that I go around. There is one of these where I don't go around in a circle. I kind of zigzag a bit, and I just had to remember which ones I saw first. And he is camping in that pool. So far, nothing about my healing, but I know there's a play coming up that's sick that I want to see if he comments on.
I didn't even mean to play Night Fae, by the way.
I don't even know what Night Fae... Oh, Wild Spirits. I think that's their raid pick. Could be wrong. Yeah, not much to heal, so I know on this pool, if you look at the healing bar down at the bottom right, I'm barely healing, because if there's nothing to heal, it's just better for you to do as much damage as possible. And I'm really trying to single target...
This guy's big healing.
3.6k. Yeah, he's not talking about me there. He's talking about the Mistweaver Matriarch. And I was thinking, monks, we have that, when we taunt, they move faster toward us. I was thinking about taunting them, but then I just did not want to get smacked and get embarrassed. I just wanted...
No, not the daily double.
Hopefully the tank to
not the daily double.
go. And yeah, I was also thinking, I hope he doesn't double pull, because I know in this next pack...
I forgot that I had the fucking thing.
There's an inspiring pack. So he just used War Stomp. Honestly, I don't even think I've keybound War Stomp on Mistweaver. I know I have it bound on Brewmaster and Windwalker, but I need to go ahead and keybind it on Mistweaver.
I forgot that I had the, God, what the hell it is?
I don't know, JPC. You tell me.
Good luck.
So yeah, this pool is very dangerous. The guys that are not inspiring will do a heal, and...
See, who got it? Okay, I got it.
At first... Yeah, see, he was able to...
I do need a little thing, though, about the, Yeah, I mean.
So at first, see that heal, they're just full health,
this.
you know. We just couldn't do it. So I think it was our warrior noticed and pulled that big ad away. I go with him because I try to get some CC off on him. I think JPC had some dots on it, so it woke it up from my. No, okay. So I guess I got my para off.
Okay.
So notice that I just used my para.
Here.
You can't see it on his thing, which is kind of annoying because I know that my good play revolves around a paralyze, or paralysis.
Big trap coming out of carve right there.
Okay. I love the self-indulgence. I like to give myself shout-outs too, if you haven't noticed already. I mean, this whole video is a big shout-out.
I have nothing for this.
Yeah, so now we can't interrupt anymore.
Do a turtle. Careful.
Watch the big ad.
What am I doing here? I just wanted to bomb it to get it out of the way.
So we don't have
this might be the worst
many interrupts left. That bucking rampage is about to get off, and I used my para.
Great para.
Yeah, great para. He
I
said.
could have stunned that.
He said I could have stunned that. No, but I parried it. You know, people talk about the lack of CC that monks like Mistweavers have, or the lack of utility. But I've made a video on it. You guys can find it on the channel. It's just like utility that Mistweavers bring to Mythic Plus. And we do bring a ton of utility that a lot of healers don't bring. And Ring of Peace is a big one, but you know, any monk class could bring that, and so they could also bring para. But since we don't have an interrupt, we kind of have to make do with what we have. A lot of times I'll use Ring of Peace to interrupt the standard yellow casts that are interruptible. But like things like Bucking Rampage that have to be stunned, you know, you can either use Leg Sweep, obviously, or you can just do para. And if you're damaging it, then it won't sit there paralyzed. It'll just, you know, para real quick and then stop. So it'll act like an interrupt, and that's what I like to do. You can check that video out. I just talk about a lot of things like that. Some of our utility. I think I talk about some affixes too, but I do plan on making an affix guide video for us. Like just some of these affixes I know a lot of you guys struggle on, and I just breeze through them because I'm just so used to them. And I think I found some like, you know, clever ways to get around them. And I don't panic around a lot of them, like bursting, for example. I feel like I'm very competent with bursting.
Gaming?
Yeah, so if you want to see that guide, let me know, because that will be pretty fun to make, and I feel like there's some value in that. I know a lot of affixes just kind of throw people off, make them not want to push 1 week, when I think it's definitely doable. This boss also just drags on with Tyrannical.
Does Tar Trap break para?
Tar Trap, I don't.
What's going on with this?
I don't think it does, but he's the pro. So one thing about this fight, we have, you know, basically 4 melee and then only 1 ranged hunter. So that fox just spawns on us about 4/5 of the time. We just have to completely move.
Yeah.
He solved that quick.
Holy shit.
Yeah, see, the fox becomes a pretty big issue because his AoE is kind of his main damage, so he can't really not cast it. I don't know if you guys were watching the health bars, but big heals I just had to do. So that was our tank's Ring of Peace, as you see.
Yep.
So I typed LOL, and I put mine on the boss just to kind of BM our tank. Because, I mean, there's no use in it this fight. I won't need it for a minute. Just why not BM? Yeah, the healing kind of gets rough on some of these, like the little decoys that she spawns.
Now I'm really trolling. I've really got to stop randomly throwing the bombs. I lucked out with 2 procs right here, but I didn't deserve it.
Yeah, just because they'll sit there and pulse damage, you just have to kill them quick. But, you know, it's tyrannical, it's hard to. But the healing's not too scary. I think the only thing that can, like, really kill people if you're not super used to this fight is these little dodge balls and the fox hitting people, which it shouldn't.
Yeah,
also,
hit me once.
Also, the tank smack can hurt a lot, especially patty cake, but that's on them. That's a tank mechanic. We're taking a lot of damage because the decoy's not dying. I'm having to sit there and spam heals. I use my fortifying brew on myself while healing other people, just because that's pretty safe to do. that shield that our conduit gives
I
us,
actually just feigned.
plus the damage reduction is really nice.
Wait. Why Tauren? For the 5% stamina. But question, does anyone have like a target purge type of deal?
Target. Dude, there's so much stuff that I like, so much like small things that you can do like with macros and stuff that I try to get into, but there's a lot. I've already tried to dabble in some weak auras. So here's where the key gets rough. As you notice, we have 12 minutes. We are chilling on a tyrannical week here. But our tank kind of his brain just goes a little numb. Yeah, I guess you'll find out soon. I think I tried not to use Fallen Order here, I'm pretty sure. Just because I was like, I don't know what our tank's planning on doing this next pool, if we want to pair the thing on the right and do a double pool, but as you see, there's a lot of Inspiring coming up. So what he told his Hunter friend to do is to trap that Inspiring. Oh, I guess that's what JPC is doing. Okay, so we trapped there.
Oh, the birds too. Oh.
But yeah, we have to watch out for those flying bugs, which he pulled for some reason.
Oh.
So I try to pair it, but it's just too late. So we get that shield off, and we can't really stop it.
And my trank didn't even do anything. Wait, what?
But our warrior
Inspiring
shattering throws, and it's just like
holy
blasting.
That's good.
Yeah, so we just melted that shield, which that works too. I feel like JPC was asleep that pool, but whatever. Okay, so you see that green swirl. If you don't know, if you get hit by that, it'll boop you really far. So all these little narrow bridges, it'll boop you off. So I went ahead and paired that that Inspiring so we could pull the rest of that pack. As long as we don't get within range, it'll stay out of combat. And as you know, para kind of increases that combat range. So far this pool's going great, but if you just saw,
oh god,
our tank just got yeeted.
Nope. I feigned.
They both got smacked. They die. I stay alive, barely. No, I don't. I die. So yeah, our tank kind of botched the pool.
Save here into a feign.
Smart. He notices that the pool is still salvageable. If we were to just give up on this pool completely, they would all reset their health. So good on him. It's a turtle there. And we're back. But the tank dies again to the same thing. He gets booped again.
Okay, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I feigned, and I still have aggro.
Yeah, feign takes like a second. I noticed when I play my Hunter.
Like, why do I not drop aggro like Vanish?
I'm talking to him like he can hear me, but yeah, it takes a second if you ever play a Hunter.
No, they just like keep auto attacking me.
So here's that Inspiring mob. It broke its
the first time when I feigned over here, I didn't move. And then when I feigned here, I did move. I think. I canceled it insta. But like, I don't get why.
Yeah, so we just kill this. I'll skip ahead just a little. No, we'll go back a little bit.
I don't know.
So yeah, that's it dying. So I feel like I had like every cooldown here. Maybe not revival.
You have to play dead your pet.
But yeah, so tanks kind of botched that last pool, but you know, it's still, this key is still definitely timeable, especially on Tyrannical Week. The boss, as long as you do the mechanics and just dodge the green swirlies, it can fall over really quick. So I was not worried here. What I'm doing is I'm just focusing on dispelling whoever gets hit by the bugs, and I don't know. I'm not that good at
Also, how come when you press revive pet, it casts mend pet?
I touched a death something. I think I touched a death the Inspiring bug.
Also, something's wrong with that too.
Oh, that's weird. He went night phase, so he has that little green swirl that weaves.
And that thing keeps saying that that's at me, but it's not at me.
See, he's a clicker too. Okay. Dude, our tank just got yeeted again. That's 3 times. So I ring a piece, help him kite, because I know he has aggro.
Oh my god.
He runs all the way up here, which is good. He just runs to our tank, which is smart. But we're back there fighting. Our warrior is kiting like a god. If Salmon Hung or Chester or if any of you guys are watching this, dude, your warrior kited like crazy here. But I was still pumping into the warrior because he had aggro. Our tank's trying. He's trying to throw the key, but we're still chilling. Shout out to our 4-piece. Just using it for damage, honestly. The only one that I really need to heal is that warrior, and I think I pulled off there. I'm on the bottom left. And just did some enveloping mist, soothing mist kind of thing. Alright, so we're coming up on the last boss. We have a couple percent left to get. I think we're at, oh yeah, I can see it, 93.85. Time's getting close though. We have a little under 6 minutes. And I know off the bat that this pool is not enough. There's a little inspiring ad, but that should be no problem at all. I think I was single targeting it just to make sure it died before we can get some casts off. Because that resistance cast can just be annoying. Slow us down a bit. But at this point, this pack is not threatening at all. We're just kind of sitting here doing nothing. And I knew that we needed more percent. Those bugs that just flew over through the screen would give us percent. So, yeah. I think we need a percent.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was like, no, don't. I did not want to pull the pack in that room because that pack can slow you down a lot more than these 3 Reavers. The Reavers just do damage. That's all they do. So as long as I know I'm competent to heal them and dispel and stuff, as you see, our health doesn't even go below 50%. But that other pack does have a guy that can heal the pack, and it's just annoying. So I would prefer that we pulled that pack. So I went ahead and shocked it with my Jade Lightning. And from here, it's just killing the boss. We are on a timer, 4.5 minutes. But this boss should not take 4.5 minutes. It's not like a phasey boss like the other 2. Yeah, Survival Hunter, it looks like a ton of fun. I've played Survival Hunter, but it was a 9.0. Just played a little bit of it. Not anything while it was meta. And now that it's meta, I'm kind of afraid to touch it because there's just so many of them now. So, but it is very fun. If you're looking for another spec to play, looking for like an alt, maybe you play Mistweaver main and you want an alt, Survival Hunter is very fun. Also, one idea that I've had for a video is making like what class should your alt be, depending on whatever healer you play. Like, you know, if you play Resto Druid, then what should your alt be? You know, like Fire Mage or something. I don't know. I'm just talking off the top. I think that would be a fun video. A lot of people just play the one healer spec and want to explore out, but don't really know what they would like. And I feel like each class has kind of like a direct opposite, or someone that, you know, you can kind of do the same thing on a second class. You know, like a hunter might want to play a mage because they just like doing DPS, that kind of thing. But I feel like that'd be a fun video to make. Just discuss it. One thing, if you notice those little larvas that spawn and target people, they target me a lot here. I think now that it's at 50%, it targets me every time. What you do is you run to the tank. Our tank is that purple marker over there. Why do you run to the tank? One, you just want them to stay still so your DPS can burst them down. You can leg sweep them. You can use your defensive, stay alive through them. They hurt, but not that much. As you see, they're on me. And I am just following our tank and letting our DPS burst them down. I try to keep them still so that our damage can do damage. But the tank can, you know, taunt some of them if he needs to, or it's just a good spot to take. It's a good general rule to take them to.
How am I linked from here?
Just bumping damage. Nothing to really heal. No one's getting hit by green swirlies, which is great. I feel like on a 21 Tyrannical, that would actually just kill you. There is a lot of damage coming out from those ads. I don't think our warrior used a CD, but I think I leg sweeped him, maybe? I'm not sure. I leg swept him. Yeah, because my leg sweep is on cooldown. So yeah, I kind of helped the hunter in that way. I lagged out here. I remember that. I lagged out there and I was not able to run away. So that's why you kind of had to sit in that wall for a second. And that's also why we have extra bugs, because they were on me and I was just standing still for a second. Good dodge.
Easy in time for the
yeah, I was pretty glad that we timed it. There I am, Hinata. That's me. He got nothing out of this. I think I only got like, I'm pretty sure I got one. Either one or like 11 IO out of this.
I had 10 seconds left almost.
Let's see what he says.
Nice, good, good.
He says nothing. Oh god. He said nice, good.
Okay.
And then he just said nothing. So yeah, that was the video. I was kind of hoping that he would kind of comment on each of us individually. He's a very nice guy. As you noticed when our tank was kind of getting popped around a bit, he didn't say anything, which is very nice. I love when just streamers aren't toxic towards their pugs. They treat them, you know, like equals. So really appreciate that. I only died from the tank dying and me getting aggro, so that's nice. Other than that, I mean, he absolutely pumped 18.8k. That's, you know, where you'd want. I out-healed our Brewmaster, which, I mean, I guess is just all you can ask. But I also did 3.7k DPS, which is okay for, you know, Mistweaver. It's not bad. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. It's very different from what I've uploaded. I've noticed that you guys maybe aren't the biggest fan of just straight up VODs, but some of you really love that style of video. So I just figured I'd kind of put a twist on it and see if I could, you know, try to reach both audiences or, yeah. So if you like this video, go ahead and hit like. If you want to subscribe and see my content in the future, definitely feel free to do that. It's free, so feel free, I guess. But yeah, it helps me out so much. We just crossed 500 and now we're shooting towards 1,000. That's the next goal, and let's pop it by July. So yeah. So thank you so much, and thanks JPC. You have no idea who I am or that I'm using your VOD, but thank you for coming to the key and absolutely slamming it. It was awesome. I was definitely starstruck at first when I saw your name. So really appreciate it, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.